Hello everyone, welcome to round 3 of the Tata Steel tournament. In this game, Aronian is black against Richard Rapport. Aronian has a big rating advantage over this guy, but he does have the black pieces, and with black it's very difficult to win a chess game against a really strong player. So, it was white to move in this position. It was a weird opening with Trumpowski, and white played the move, pawn takes g4. And the question I'm asking is, how would you respond for black here? Spend a moment, pause your video, think it out. Alright, so what black did here is a pretty typical idea in the Caro-Kann. If you play like the Caro-Kann for black, you could probably find this pretty easily. Now, a few options to eliminate. Bishop takes g4. Knight takes f6, followed by queen takes bishop. So we can't do that. However, the move knight takes g4 is interesting. And this is what I think is the interesting moment in this game. Houdini, when you run a computer engine, it thinks that black is okay after knight takes g4. White, however, has many different attacking attempts. One of those, for example, a simple one is rook h5. Idea of rook takes f5, followed by discovered checks with the knight. In fact, the computer recommends king f8, which is a weird move to play in the middle of the game. So that's one idea white would have that could pose black some trouble. The other one is d5. It's scary, because if pawn takes, knight takes, and this pawn can't really take because of at least knight to d6 discovered check, and knight takes f5. However, after d5, we do have the move bishop takes c3, knight takes c3, queen g5, king b1, and then maybe something like, I think knight e3 or castle queenside. It's all very complicated, but black can get away with it. Black can get away with taking this pawn, restoring material equality. However, it does give white some dangerous counter chances against his king, which is not yet castled. So Aronian, being a true professional, doesn't want to give his opponent these kind of extreme complications where he has to calculate all of these defensive moves and attacking moves for white. Instead, what he does is he converts the game into an equal endgame. Notice white is up a pawn, but look at them. They're tripled. So instead of making this risky decision, which computer analysis does say is okay, that doesn't matter, because a human cannot calculate that much. Easy positions to calculate are when you're attacking, or when it's just some forced sequence. However, when you take this, it's like this nebulous position where your king is in the middle and white has multiple different possibilities, one of which might be very good. Aronian knows his calculation abilities are limited, and that this is the type of position where you could miss something. That's something that's important to understand. Even the top GMs, they trust their calculations, but not 100%. Maybe he'd think he's doing well here, but it's a very scary position to just allow. So I think what he did was the right practical choice. He simply captured an e4, captured again, and played queen to d5, threatening a2, and simply threatening to trade queens. And therefore, white has no choice but to trade. Black traded back, and now this endgame is approximately even. We can quickly see what happened. Did I make the wrong move somehow? It's not letting me go forward. Why is it not? Oh, because... Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah, and after c takes, bishop f6, bishop e7 was interesting. He didn't want to maybe go king e7 because if white doubled on the f file, this bishop would be in trouble. So he just played he played bishop e7, moved his king to g8, g7, sorry. And this position was just approximately even, and they drew in maybe 10 or 20 more moves. But the key point here was, if you just look at a game using a computer engine, you might not understand. Why not just take the pawn? Houdini says it's okay, and it says it's better than this endgame. But from a practical standpoint, what Aronian did is completely normal. I would expect most people to do it, and it just kind of Aronian maybe thought he had some chances to go for more here because of these tripled pawns. However, he is down a pawn, and so nothing ever really came of it. And therefore, this was a draw. Aronian starts with 2 out of 3 in the tournament. Thanks, guys, for watching. I will see you tomorrow with another game from this tournament. Bye-bye.